Hello everybody, Sliding Dutchman here, and now we're gonna do part 2 of the 1.13 update that was in GT Sport. I'm gonna take out all the new cars just for one lap or 2 laps depending how long the laps are, and see how they drive. This is around 1,000 horsepower, 900 something on stock. And this is the new track, Blue Moon Bay layouts. This is very wide, can be good for drifting. But we're gonna find out, because we're gonna get to some rear-wheel drive cars. Oh. Once again, driving this with a Thrustmaster T300 wheel, shifter, clutch, pro pedals. Oh, there we go. That's me, not the wheel. Okay, it sounds cool, drives fun. Let's hop out to the next car. Next up is the Ford Mustang. I just did nothing else than put comfort mediums in this case under it to see how it slides, if it has the power even. Oh yeah, it's a bit heavy and not as much power as I hoped it will be, but it's not fully upgraded, can still give it a bit extra. Oh, it goes sideways like crazy. We get back into one of you. I have a little bit more control here of the car. I hope. And I need to put a different gearbox in, because if you have the tuned one, then the shifting is way quicker. It doesn't have that moment. Oh, it goes out like crazy, but I think that has to do everything with the weight of the car. It's hard to change direction with the car, but doesn't matter. Cool car, sounds cool, looks cool. On to the next one. Oh, this thing can handle its handbrake entries. Next. So I did completely nothing to this one. Left it bone stock, quickest way to do it. Don't mess with the tires, just run the Sport Hard or whatever is under there from. This thing is wide, damn. Oh, and it's on race setting, not on drift setting, so you don't have the steering angle to make it. Shifts a bit quicker than the Mustang. No! Whew. It's a boat. little bit of tire school in third gear. I like this track. It's a bit simple, but if you have a proper drift car with a lot of horsepower, I think you can connect all the corners pretty well. Because the track is also pretty wide to go in. Woo! This is what you get when drifters trying to go racing. Heavy foot towards too much weight throwing with the car, but I think if I put this on drift setting, then you have the steering angle, you can catch those slides more easily. But cool car. Oh, and only 4 gears, that's it. That was top speed. Of course. On to the next one. So the next one is a car that has been in GT for a long time now. It's the RA Quattro, the 4.2, which was better for some reason. Was it a 5.2? They had 2 versions, and this apparently had better handling. Still looks the same. Oh! Sounds cool on the inside. This car has a V10? Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I thought that it has a V10. Sounds good though. Damn. Oh! Every time this corner is so tight. Okay, this is a pretty quick lap. But then again, this car is 4-wheel drive, but it likes the grip. It's a very well balanced car. I see myself doing some fun races in this car. On to the next one. Here we are in another nugget. It's the A110 of Alpine. Cool little car. There we go. Oh. Nope. No. Too much counter steer. What the? I have to say, oh. For some reason, these older cars are just a lot of fun driving them, even though some are hard to drive. Sounds a little raspy, like that. Catch the plane! Alright, on to the next one. Almost. There's the finish. And here we are in the new A110 of Alpine. Let's see how this compares. Sounds cool. The ref's pretty decent. Was that 7,000? Don't know where it stops, but oh. Still, the track is treacherous if you don't know it. Yeah, around 7k RPM. Put my foot down, see what happens. Bad idea. I don't even know how much horsepower this thing has. Don't really like it that much. I like more how it drives than how it looks. It's not ugly, but not really my sort of car. Okay, it's wide and flat, but I don't know. Don't hate it, but it just doesn't necessarily do something for me. On to the next one. So, the people that know me know that I have nothing with Lamborghinis. They're cool and all, but it's not my taste in cars, and I like to dream about cars that I'm able to get, like, in the future, and not just dream about cars that I will never be able to get. So I put Comfort Racing with super soft on it, just to get it over with. We all know this car, it's in so many racing games. Oh, and then still. It's the same as... It feels heavy though. +600 horsepower, almost 700 I think. Don't pin me down on that, but I mean, this with the sport hard tires, no way. Just keeps spinning everywhere. I mean, if you got big power, you need big tires. It's no use running 1,000 horsepower and not be able to put it to the ground because you have shitty tires. Like how the needle is jumping in the RPMs with the bumps you take with the car. Just Okay, that was it. On to the next one. The Tomaso Pantera. I still don't know if I pronounced the name of the car right, but I'm curious. I mean, I also put the super softs under this car because I reckon, like, if I'm not drifting it, then I should be racing it, and racing is being as fast as possible, so take these in tires. Woo. I believe this is mid-engined. Looking at the era of the car and the shape of it. Sounds good though. Raw. Starting to learn this track now, so when I hop into the BRZ drift car, I should be able to do a decent drift at least. Nice. This is a very cool car. On to the next one. Here we are in the Subaru WRC or WRX Sti Isle of Man time attack car. Funny thing is, I've seen a video of it and it looks exactly like it. Very cool. Oh, this thing is well balanced. This is a very cool race car. Okay, super soft, but still. If you feel the wobbliness of all the other normal road cars, this can be a very fast car. I'm gonna do some races with friends with this car. Damn. I'll pick the same car. Stock setup. I mean, oh, you can make it even faster, but why make it faster and more uncontrollable? My theory is always, if the car is easier to drive, the races will be better because you're battling each other instead of battling the car and keeping it on track. So, very, very cool car this. It drives amazing, well planted, balanced. But on to the next one. Here we are in my last 3 cars, which are one of my personal favorites. MR2 looks very cool. Sounds nice. Alright, this is old school. I just slapped comfort hard tires under there. And on drift setting, so I have the extra steering angle. It wants to keep going because of the weight in the back, but it's hard to change direction if you're on speed. At speed. That came out wrong. Don't do drugs, kids. Except weed. Weed is harmless. Or at least better than alcohol. Yeah, I'm from Holland. What do you expect me to say? Back to the car. Oh, it's a bit tricky, but I like it. I don't know. It's just pop-up headlights is already cool. Doesn't matter what car it is, just cool. Sounds cool. It drives fun. It drives like it's a small car. It feels like it. So I'm gonna further explore this car in my free time and make a proper drift setup and some cool liveries. So keep your eye out on that. And here we are in the Supra. Also one of my favorites, the Mark III. Yes. Well, let's see if it's just as good as his little brother. Not the MR2, but the Mark IV Supra. Oh. Running mediums because of the little power update that I did, and it brought it to 400 horsepower. Needs a different gearbox, so it's more instant. Basically sounds the same. Wonder how that can. Oh. Just easy power. Oh. Can't wait to drive these cars in VR. Oh, well. Woo. Come on. Power. Nothing done to the suspension, just traction control off, drift setting on, different tires. A little bit of extra power, because stock it's like 266 or something horsepower, which is a bit low for drifting, but very cool car. On to the next one. And here we are in the last one. Since it's a proper drift car, I was very curious about the stats of this car, and I just checked. It's over 1,000 horsepower stock already. This feels like the Red Bull of Project Cars 2, the Mad Mike Red Bull. But this thing. Woohoo! What the? Oh damn! It's a lot of power to be handling. No flames from the front. Okay. Ooh. It's on sport hard tires though. I should quickly redo this on comforts, because I thought, well, with that amount of power, maybe the sport hards are good, but I mean it works, but it's a bit snappy as soon as you let off. That's why I'm rev banging it like crazy. Yeah, let's go for a little setup on this. Look at the power, 1,300 and once you turn it down, because I think I need less power. The torque figures also is just insane. Not gonna mess with that. Comfort soft should do the trick. Just run it on hard as a baseline. We'll see. First we slam it, and then we figure out how it should be driving. That's good. 2.5 the front. 1.7 at the rear. This can go out a bit more. Whew, downforce levels. Let's just keep them where they are and do nothing about the rest. Let's see how it handles. Just try and redo, and make small adjustments where needed. Oh, should have just kept it in third. But look at this car. It's so wide as that its stance is insane. Love it. Too wide, too late. So it's definitely a handful, but not undoable. I think it's Better if you drift this around the 500 horsepower mark with some comfort softs maybe. Because I like it when the car just climbs in the RPM when you're drifting instead of just instant rev bang, and it doesn't steer now. So nervous. So now it's waiting for the other car that was confirmed. This is Chris Vosberg's, his 370Z drift car, which would meant that that will be the second drift car in this game. So hopefully they continue to expand that. Will be very cool. Oh. Yeah, this car, the setup needs a lot of work. Just mainly because the car is so extremely powerful. I mean, the average cars in GT are hard to drift with almost 1,000 horsepower just because it's insane. But then when you get it up to speed and you can use the power at this right. Ooh. Do we? No. All right. So for everyone that's gonna enjoy this update later today or later this week, yeah, you should really check out these new cars. Really cool. I'm surprised most by, I don't know, the Supra is like you should expect the Supra to be. This car is a bit overpowered. I didn't think it was that powerful. Very cool, and I will make it work in a matter of time. In terms of driving, I think the Audi R8 surprised me the most, because I'm not really interested in that car, but it drives really well. Oh, and then of course the Subaru, because the Subaru handling was amazing. That's the best handling car in the whole pack. Then again, I love the Supra, I love the MR2, and I don't know, I expected more of the F1 car, or as far as it's a proper F1 car. It doesn't make the F1 car noises and stuff, but it's a pretty fun car, and I think we can do some fun races with that. So for now, I want to thank each and everyone for watching. Check me out in a session soon. I'll be on GT a bit more now, and as always, how late is it? It's before the afternoon here, so everybody have a nice day, and see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.